All right. First and foremost, I want to start by saying Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh. Koholo Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Bashem, Rekah Kodash, double honor sponsor, Elders Great Millstone, Rule Teach Well, peace, salutation to all you Akim four corners of the earth. I'm Yaquan from Wise Soul, Yahweh Shai Certified Ones, coming to you with another quick video. Because everything Esau has done to our people is coming back into him. It's gonna come back upon his own head, and he gotta get back his reward. He has done violence to our people. He has done violence to the whole earth. He's done violence to the heathen. He's done violence all over the earth and still doing violence now to this day. Right? He's murdered multiple people, slaughtered children, men and women, slaughtered. Right now, they just literally slaughtered a schoolhouse over in Iran, in Persia. They slaughtered children, over 100, 200 boys and girls in the schoolhouse, or it was either girls' schoolhouse or boy, one of them. But they slaughtered them, okay? And for this violence that he has done to the earth, but chiefly it's the violence that he has done to the Lord's people. Okay, there's a bloody man. He's the bloody city, right? You go to Nineveh, he's the bloody man. He's the bloody city. This is the bloodiest city of all cities, okay, which is Babylon, which is America. Okay, he has his hands. He's so much full of blood. He's just dripping. You can't even see him. All you just see is the blood. Okay, dripping. Okay, but right here, this is Psalm 7:16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pay. So everything that this devil has done unto the earth, unto the people of the earth, it's all gonna come right back to him. Okay, all the wickedness that he's done is gonna come right back to him. Now, I'm gonna start here. This is Obadiah 1, and I'm gonna start at 10 though. Okay, this is Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates. Right, this is when Jerusalem was ransacked, 70 A.D. And cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Okay, because Esau was still in the land, and Edom was coming from, he had been over in Rome as well, and he was coming in with Jake too, because Jake was in the middle of that, because he had different nations with them at that time coming in and taking over Israel and slaughtering and murdering our people. But thou shouldest not look, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, right? Because we got pushed off into other lands, right, through captivity, and we become strangers, and we became strangers to the Lord because of our wickedness. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah, the Negroes, in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered. And that's why you got a lot of those that's still in the land. Well, a few over in the land, but that's like around in that land. That's in, rather in Persia, they're in Saudis. They are all around in so-called Africa, right? Because there's those that did escape from Rome. Okay, so neither shouldest thou has delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. So that some stayed. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is near upon all the heathen, all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay? And I'm going to play this video.
All children, they were called a litter of pups. The punishment for raping or killing them. They've shown us every plantation with cotton on it. You know what plantation they've never shown us, Abby? The most prominent ones. The ones that were most profitable. breeding plantations. Why don't you want to show us those? You know why? Because after the research that I did for this album, you realize that the moment that a girl menstruated, she was put in a stable where a horse would be and forcibly mated, forcibly raped by a male of the slave master's choice. And when she had children, they weren't called children, they were called a litter of pups. The punishment for raping or killing a person in medieval Spain is gelding. Gelding is when you take hot pincers and you take a man's balls and dick off root and stem. Killing a person, law of the Bible, right? Medieval Spain, super religious. You killed a man, he should be killed. Why were indigenous and black people categorized as subhuman? So under the law, you would not be punished for the things that you did to us. That's why. You used to be proud, right? Used to be proud, white America, of rape and murder. Used to be proud of colonization. Used to, wow, that made us tough. And then you got ashamed of it. And that's what you're dealing with. That's what America's dealing with, a schizophrenic crisis. There's a British manual, right, that was taken out of the British Museum because within the manual, it talked about how rape was a weapon of war that should be used against the indigenous population. You're ashamed of that now. You're ashamed, right? Who was Christopher Columbus? His image has been so whitewashed, but he was trafficking little girls on an island. Who does that sound like, huh? They've shown us.
So, hey, look. He said everything that needed to be said. With that said, I want to say, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Esau, your time is up. Your time is coming to an end. Let your calamity be put upon your own head. With that, I'm Yaquan from YSO, Yahweh Shai, Sanctified One, Shalom, and Abba Bar.